Alright, we're at our delivery. We're almost done here. We've got 2 bundles on the other side and 4 on this side. Alright, so we're all done on this load here. I just got to punch in where I'm going next, which is up to Kubota. And, you know, I can't remember the name of that town. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, I just finished putting in the numbers, and we did fairly decent on this load. It came in at, my deadhead was 98 miles, which was fantastic. I mean, obviously we could always do better than that, but compared to what I've been doing lately, that's really good. 856 miles loaded. That's with me going over mileage to go up to Mercer for the weekend. I left out of there yesterday morning, just before 9 o'clock. It was like 8:45, something like that. We did a total of 954 miles. This load had only called for, shoot, I already submitted it, so past loads, where the heck is it? Past loads, Edgerton, Kansas is where we're picking up next today, this afternoon rather. My one-track mine that keeps getting escaped. Chucky, Knoxville. It was 776 miles was the dispatch. So we definitely went over mileage a little bit. 776, almost 100 miles. 856, so we're about 20 miles or 80 miles that we went over the mileage, which is fine. It still put us at 229 per loaded mile, and with the deadhead of the 98 miles, it dropped us down to 206 per mile with 10.3% deadhead. Even the last load that I picked up in Messina and brought down to Chucky, Tennessee, that had 2 stops on it, I still made out 271 per loaded mile and 213 per all miles. And that was with a 21.5% deadhead, and the deadhead was 304 miles. So I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers there, but we're doing fairly well. Even with the one load that kind of screwed me, which was from Broken Bow, Oklahoma, that I accidentally put in here as New Hampshire, and took it up to New Hampshire. It was the lumber load. That didn't pay very well. It was $1.90 loaded, and I ended up with $1.51 for deadhead, and I had 419 miles deadhead on that. And then I had 483 miles deadhead on the previous load that brought me down to that, well, brought me down to this area. Brought me from Messina to Marston, Missouri. So I've had a lot of deadhead, but my end of the month I'm still looking at $1.85. With those 2 high deadhead loads, I was at $1.70 and $1.51 all miles. But between the 2 of them, that's an average of $1.60, which is what I calculated when I picked up the load. It's not too bad, but if I bring in the last 4 loads, we're still sitting at that $1.85, even though I had 3 other loads, which that don't really make any sense. If I highlight all my loads, it's $1.89 for this month, but my calculation shows me $1.85. So whatever, we're doing pretty good. I don't know why it's counting it like that. I'll have to double check the math. It should bring in at the same number, you'd think. But like I said, we're going up to Edgerton. Nope. Come We got a Edgerton, Kansas going up to Mason, Wisconsin. It's loaded is 658 miles. So it's a day's run. Let's see, west 207th Street. This one pays decent. It's just over $2 a mile if I do the 658 miles. We're at $213 a mile, $1,401.01. And 81 mile deadhead, which is back south of us. So yeah, I'm gonna punch in my calculations here. I won't be able to deliver till probably tomorrow afternoon, but we'll see how fast I get loaded and whatnot. I have until 3 o'clock on the 30th, so I have until 3 o'clock on Wednesday to deliver. But it's 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I'm thinking I'll be able to get it off tomorrow afternoon. We'll see what happens. Determine that in the next video, since it's the next load. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe.